France provides long-term assistance to Ukrainian refugees in the country. France's Interior Ministry has announced that Ukrainian refugees who have entered their country will be given access to housing and family benefits when the emergency phase ends. The Russian invasion has led to over 6 million Ukrainians fleeing abroad, with over 57,000 of them making their way into France. The majority are women and children, with temporary protection being given to 41,000 of the refugees. So far, 11,000 children have enrolled in schools with the French government, and free daycare is offered for younger family members. Thank you, France, for welcoming the lovely Ukrainian people who have arrived in your country. May they find a measure of solace in your hospitality, in heaven's sheltering kindness.
Researchers urge for rapid reductions in greenhouse gas emissions to prevent marine mass die-off. In a recently published paper in the journal Science Geoscience, Professors Dr. Justin Penn and Dr. Curtis Deutsch from Princeton University in the United States predict that unabated global warming would likely cause mass extinctions in marine life by 2300. This event is comparable to the end Permian extinction, which killed over 90% of ocean species approximately 250 million years ago. With mounting greenhouse gas emissions, marine beings face the severe threats of water warming and oxygen depletion as large swaths of the ocean become unlivable. Distressingly, tropical waters would experience the greatest loss of biodiversity, while polar species would face the highest risk of extinction. According to the paper, a drastic and rapid reduction in global emissions is needed to lower these risks. Our gratitude for the valuable and alarming study, Professors Penn and Deutsch. For the survival of all species, may humanity swiftly embrace the climate-cooling vegan lifestyle in God's awakening light.
Indian startup makes affordable wheelchairs for local market. An Indian company based in Pune called Alcatron Mobility recently released a wheelchair that is both functional and affordable. The device allows people to use the toilet on their own and can be folded up to fit in a suitcase. It is useful in public places where the infrastructure is not accessible to wheelchairs. Currently, the cost of an imported model is around $2,000, but Alcatron Mobility's models start at $147. The venture, which was established in 2015, has already received at least 100 pre-orders and also plans to innovate a walking stick, among other products. Way to go, Alcatron Mobility, on your noble business to improve people's lives and the safety of the Providence. May wheelchair users in India and all over the world enjoy ever more independence and visits to more new places.
Japan launches first zero-emission electric tanker. Asahi, the world's first electric ship for carrying liquids, recently completed an operation supplying fuel to a car carrier at a wharf in Yokohama, Japan. Created by Asahi Tanker, a Japanese marine transport company, the 62-meter-long vehicle can travel up to 100 kilometers at a speed of 10 knots and ferry 1,000 kiloliters of fuel. With its zero-emission electric engines, the vessel operated by Asahi Tanker aims to reduce its carbon footprint as well as improve working conditions by reducing maintenance requirements. Moreover, the lithium-ion battery powering the ship can be recharged in 10 hours and is able to provide emergency power to land-based facilities in case of a disaster. Our thanks, Asahi Tanker, for your green shipbuilding endeavor. In Buddha's brilliance, may the creative Japanese people continue to lead in sustainable technology as part of an advanced vegan future.
Grateful senior from New Jersey, United States, credits his life to two strangers and a miracle. 83-year-young Frank DeAngelis was dining out with his wife Sue when his heart stopped beating. By a stroke of good fortune, Christina Mulbear and Brandy Gunning, who are both specialists at Atlantic Care Heart and Vascular Institute, were sitting at the next table and quickly sprang into action. Miss Gunning grabbed Mr. DeAngelis as he fell, and Miss Mulbear immediately dialed 911 and began performing cardiopulmonary resuscitation or CPR. Doctors later said that Mr. DeAngelis would not have lived without this emergency response. He spent the next week recovering at the same institute where both women work. Coincidentally, both they and the DeAngelises had all changed evening plans at the last minute to end up dining at the same restaurant. A joyful and recovered Mr. DeAngelis exclaimed, "I'm blessed, and it's true, God does work in mysterious ways." Bravo, Christina Mulbear and Brandy Gunning. May heaven bless such angels in human form with health and happy lives.
More UK establishments switch to vegan. The hugely popular Glad Cafe in Glasgow, Scotland, has converted to a 100% vegan menu. The locale, renowned as a music and arts venue, made the announcement on Instagram, assuring customers that their delectable pizzas, now plant-based, would still be delighting guests. Earlier this year, the Queen Inn in Wales went completely vegan after a trial described as their busiest month ever, during which they served nearly 1,500 plant-based meals. And in London, a cafe called The Fields Beneath also reported increased sales after ushering in an updated and fully vegan menu. Congratulations and our appreciation, Glad Cafe, The Queen Inn, and The Fields Beneath. Your talents and efforts are fulfilling an unstoppable demand for compassionate alternatives while spreading plant-based deliciousness in celestial jubilation.
Gaza's first animal person shelter cares for homeless and injured Canaan people. In 2006, Saeed Al-Er founded the Sulala Animal Rescue, which currently cares for over 350 people from the dog kingdom and about 40 feline people on another property. About 30 cat people needing special care are also taken care of by Mr. Al-Er's wife, Sally, at their home. Every day, the nonprofit receives around 10 phone calls about animal people in distress. Volunteers also take those in need to a veterinarian before bringing them to the shelter to recover. With goals to someday establish a bigger shelter with its own hospital, Mr. Al-Er said that the animal residents of Gaza are poor souls who have a very difficult life and feel terrorized by the ongoing war just like the humans do. Our admiration, Saeed and Sally Al-Er, and volunteers for your loving work. In Allah's boundless love, may your actions help to spread awareness of our sensitive friends around us until the world finally becomes a peaceful haven for all.
Supreme Master Jinghai gratefully present Saeed Al-Er of Sulala Animal Rescue the Shining World Compassion Award and a humble supporting token of $10,000 toward your noble work for caring for some special medical need animal persons with high esteem and praises in God's mercy. May you and all involved be forever blessed and protected in divine embrace.